Hey guys, it's Anne Marie. So we have a little bit of time before we go into work. So of course, kind of get in where you fit in. So no owls yet. So, but we're grateful for what we did. Ooh, looks like there's something inside that hole. Today there's a lot of I was supposed to say chipmunks. That's where the owl was at last time. But today there's a lot of squirrel activity today. So as I was meditating today, I got some information. I got a message from someone. My last video, a couple videos ago, I did when I talked about stop giving your power away. And someone asked me, how do you not? And so when I was meditating today, the whole thing of powerlessness came up. And we talk about how we're powerless over things, right? So let's look at it as giving our power away. How can you immediately stop someone from taking your power? Some of us, it's through trial and error. It takes time. It's not as easy as it looks sometimes. Now, for me, my cutoff game is like this. Like, now that Spirit showed me certain things, like it's undeniable for me. However, obviously it hasn't always been that way. And so here are just some suggestions and some thoughts that may or may not help you. And that's okay if it doesn't. Maybe it will. Somebody at one point. We stop giving our power away by blocking, cutting off. Look at yourself as a battery, the best energizer or whatever battery, right? At 100%. When someone tries to engage you or start to gossip or the negative self-talk, think about your battery. How much battery life do you have for the day? By responding, we're giving our power back. We're giving our power to somebody. When we engage, when we respond, when we sign the energetic contract with the person, place, situation, whatever it is, we sign that contract when we choose to engage, when we choose to respond. Yes, I know. It's easier said than done to not do this, right? And for me, it took a lot of time and practice to realize, okay, my battery's at 100% or whatever percentage it's at. By me engaging this person, place, or thing, is this going to recharge my battery or is it going to deplete my battery? Is this engagement, person, place, thing, whatever's going on? I should sit down and do this because I get so... What kind of bird are you? He's all the way up here. Sorry, you guys know how it is with me. I hear you. Chip, chip. Caw-caw. How much energy is it going to take out of your battery life? When we decide to respond to someone, let's say someone pisses us off or trigger us or whatever, and we're like, man, fuck them. They know me. This used to be me. My favorite thing, I still say it, fuck this shit. But it's more of a joking thing. However, when we think about that, when we respond, we are taking some of our energy and signing a contract with whatever, I hate to say the opposing, but whatever it is that we're engaging with, right? We choose to do that. People say, well, they're my family, or there's someone I work with. I don't care who the fuck they are. You're not obligated to share or expose or expend all of your time or energy to things that are just going to take. Are you part of the problem or the solution? It's not about disregarding people's experiences and all that in life. But, if you are around, energies or your family that's constantly negative, constantly sick, constantly, oh, woe is me, oh, these things are da-da-da-da-da, that pulls from your energy force, that pulls from your battery. And it took me some time to realize, it was once I realized what my energy was and what other people's were, how I was like, wow, It's amazing to me how actually all of my depression and anxiety that I was told that I had completely eliminated itself when I removed people out of my life. Like, boom. And when I tell you, when I left the city, when I left Columbus, it was like 10,000 pounds lifted off my shoulder. Cut, delete, bye. And even though I had already deleted people and situations out of my life before then, I didn't realize the magnitude of how I would feel. And this is even way before I left the city, when I just, I don't know anybody in explanation. People know what they do. And so we always have a choice in these things. We always have a choice in what we choose to engage in. So when I say stop giving your power away, that also includes not engaging in backbiting, not engaging in gossip, not engaging and always looking at the negative of things. What you see things and how you see the world and how you imagine things and how you experience life. Sorry, I'm looking at this code. How you experience life is what you'll get more of. And I used to be one of those people, because let me tell you what, since the day I was born, it's been one thing after another. And now I know it's designed that way. I was built for this shit. And I see the bigger picture now. I had to really look at where my energy was going, what I was willing to engage with and not engage with. Is this engagement, this conversation with this tree, which it always is good, is this engagement with this person, is this going to help me grow? Is it going to hinder my growth? By talking about this person, which we know is a projection of our own insecurities, but by doing that, is this going to help me grow? By lowering my vibration, by talking about people or talking about things we can't change? I'm just being honest. Do we want to grow and heal? Or do we want to stay in the same position we've always been in? Now, it's easier to stay there. I stayed there for over 40 years because it was comfortable. That's all I ever knew. I didn't know life could be this great. I thought I had to have money and, of course I'm sure it is greater when all your bills are paid. You don't got those worries where I don't worry about the shit now. If I can't change it, I'm not fucking worrying about it. I mean, I'm happier now. And I've shared a lot with the people I work with and people like customers who've gotten to know me. They come in when I'm working, and they know that I was a social worker, and they're like, wow, you probably weren't making much money doing that, but you're really not making any money now. And I said, no, you're correct. You're right. But I'm so much more happier. There's no drama. There's no, I'm sure they're younger people, but it's not like that. Like the energy there is good and the supervisor is amazing. And so I have no problem pouring my energy, the hours that I'm there, into them because it gives me energy back. So I know that's a little side note there. But I just wanted to share, hi, Shuli, look at this. We had to get some nature into you guys. Let's look underneath things. Sometimes we're always looking above. Sometimes we need to look underneath. Spend a lot of time in the underworld. I'm very familiar with it. And I love it. Don't always think if someone talks about the upper world and the underworld. I never see things, I try to see things as positive and negative, even though it comes across that way. There has to be a duality to everything. And even of the light, even the light workers, there's those light workers who are very familiar with the underworld that you have to use that. You have to use everything above, so below, as within, so without. That was a little message. I have to come back and see this butthole. I was trying to get that message in real quick before I left to go to work because Spirit's been banging my head with it. Bang, bang, bang. And so I was like, okay, let me go out in the woods. I'll give the message. I'll walk around a little bit and see if anything else comes up. So, powerlessness. Don't give your power away. We give our power away by engaging things that don't serve us. Cut it off, block, delete. Do what you have to do. Don't even respond. You will slowly see how much peace you have when you don't. When you don't have to be right. When you don't have to have the last word. What does it matter anyway? Is it going to help you grow? If you know what you know, that's all that matters. You don't need to be validated. You don't need to give your power away to people who are going to invalidate you anyway. Because they probably only want to be right. So, anyway, I hope this has helped someone. It's all over the place like usual. Healthy, happy, full of joy. May you love and be loved, heal. So you don't harm. Have an amazing